Dear students, in third video of chapter electrochemistry, you will be study towards conductance, conductivity and molar conductivity of electrolytic solution as well as Kohlraas law of independent migration of ion and its application. So before knowing about the given term, first of all, you should know some basic term like Ohm's law. Ohm's law states that the potential difference, that is voltage, across the conductor is directly proportional to current flowing through it. Therefore, potential is directly proportional to current, or potential V is equal to I into R, where R is a constant called resistance of the conductor. Ohm's law is obeyed by both the metallic as well as electrolytic solution. Resistance. Resistance is the property of substance. Resistance is the property of substance, that is the object, which is directly proportional to its length and inversely proportional to cross section area. Therefore, resistance R is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to cross section area. So we may write resistance is equal to rho into L by A, where rho is a constant of proportionality called specific resistance or resistivity. So if length is 1 centimeter and cross section area is 1 centimeter square, at that time resistance is equal to resistivity or specific resistance. Now unit of specific resistance is ohm centimeter. Now towards the conductance. It is represented by capital G. It is the reciprocal of resistance. So G is equal to 1 upon R. So we may generalize this formula by keeping the value of resistance, that is R, is equal to rho L by A. Unit of conductance is per ohm or mho. Now next topic is conductivity. Conductivity is represented by kappa, which is the reciprocal of resistivity. That is K is equal to 1 upon rho. So here we may keep the value of resistivity. So kappa will be equal to 1 upon R into L by A. So finally 1 upon R is equal to conductance, that is G. So kappa will be G into L by A. If length is equal to 1 centimeter and cross section area is equal to 1 centimeter square, at that time conductivity, that is kappa, is equal to conductance. Hence conductivity of an electrolytic solution may be defined as the conductance of a solution of 1 centimeter length with cross section equal to 1 centimeter square. Alternatively, it may be defined as the conductance of 1 centimeter cube of solution of an electrolyte. Unit of conductivity is per ohms per centimeter. Here per ohm is known as Simon. Therefore, we may also say the unit of conductivity is Simon per centimeter. SI unit of conductivity is Simon per meter. Now, factor affecting metallic conductance. Electrical conductance through metal is called metallic or electronic conductance and is due to the movement of electrons. So, factor which influence the metallic conductance are the nature and structure of metal, the number of valence electron per atom, as well as temperature. Metallic conductance decrease with increase in temperature. Now, factor affecting electrolytic conductance. An electrolyte is a substance that dissociates in solution to produce ions, and hence conductance hence conducts electricity in dissolved or molten state. For example, hydrochloric acid, sodium hydroxide, potassium chloride. These are the strong electrolyte. Similarly, ethanoic acid, ammonium hydroxide, which are the weak electrolyte. The conductance of electricity by ions present in the solution is called electrolytic or ionic conductance. The following factors governs the flow of electricity through the solution of electrolyte, that is through the electrolytic solution. First one, nature of electrolyte or interionic attraction. The lesser is solute-solute interaction, greater will be the freedom of movement of ions and higher will be the conductance. Second one, solvation of ions. Larger the magnitude of solute-solvent interaction, greater is the extent of solvation and lower will be the electrical conductance. The nature of solvent and its viscosity. The larger the solvent-solvent interaction, larger will be the viscosity and more will be the resistance offered by solvent to flow of ions, and hence lesser will be the electrical conductance. Next factor is temperature. As the temperature of electrolyte solution rises, solute-solvent and solvent-solvent interaction, which results in the increase of electrolytic conductance. Now, measurement of conductance. As we know that conductivity is equal to L upon R into L. As we know that conductivity kappa is equal to 1 upon R into L by A. The value of conductivity could known if we measure length, cross section area A, and resistance. The value of the resistance of solution between two parallel electrode is determined by Wheatstone bridge. So, in this figure, Wheatstone bridge is given, in which four resistance R1, R2, R3 and R4 are given. Here R2 is unknown resistance. This is the resistance of electrolytic solution. So, if the resistance R1, R3 and R4 are known, we may find out the resistance, unknown resistance, that is R2, with the help of Wheatstone bridge. So, if bridge is balanced, then in that situation, multiplication of R1 and R4 is found to be equal to multiplication of R2 and R3. Therefore, unknown resistance R2 is equal to R1 into R4 upon R3. Knowing the value of resistance R1, R3 and R4, the resistance of the solution R2 is determined. The reciprocal of R2 gives the conductance of solution. Next topic is molar conductivity. Molar conductivity is represented by lambda m. It may be defined as the conducting power of all the ions produced by dissolving 1 gram mole of an electrolyte placed between two large electrodes at 1 centimeter apart. Therefore, lambda m, that is molar conductivity, is equal to K into V, where V is the volume of solution. So finally we may write molar conductivity is equal to kappa into 1000 upon C, where C is the concentration, that is molar concentration of electrolytic solution. Unit of molar conductivity is Simon per centimeter per mole centimeter cube. So here we may write at the place of Simon per ohm. So finally we may write unit of molar conductivity is equal to per ohm centimeter square per mole or Simon centimeter square per mole. Variation of conductivity and molar conductivity with concentration. By the formula, that is molar conductivity is equal to kappa into 1000 upon C. It is clear that molar conductivity, that is lambda m, is inversely proportional to the concentration. And molar conductivity of electrolytic solution is directly proportional to the conductivity. Molar conductivity is directly proportional to the conductivity kappa. So conductivity decrease in concentration. This is because of number of ions per unit volume that carry the current in solution decrease on dilution. Molar conductivity increase with decrease in concentration or increase with increase in dilution. This is because the total volume B of solution containing 1 mole of electrolyte increase with increase in dilution. It has been found that decrease in conductivity on dilution of solution is more than compensated by increase in its volume. Now graphical representation of the variation of molar conductivity versus root of the concentration. So in this graph, the variation of molar conductivity versus root of the concentration is given, in which at x-axis root of the concentration is given and at y-axis molar conductivity is given. In this graph, the parallel line with respect to the y-axis, that is with respect to the molar conductivity for weak electrolyte. So for the weak electrolyte at very low concentration, like for ethanoic acid, the graph become parallel to the y-axis. But for strong electrolyte, this is not so. Limiting molar conductivity. Limiting molar conductivity represented by lambda naught m. The value of molar conductivity when the concentration approaches 0 is known as limiting molar conductivity or molar conductivity at infinite dilution. It is possible to determine the molar conductivity at infinite dilution in case of strong electrolyte by extrapolation of curve molar conductivity versus root of the concentration. On contrary, the value of molar conductivity of weak electrolyte at infinite dilution cannot be determined by extrapolation of the curve, as the curve becomes almost parallel to y-axis when concentration approaches 0. the mathematical relationship between molar conductivity and limiting molar conductivity for strong electrolyte was developed by Debye, Huckel and Onsager. In simplified form, the equation can be written as. So here, this is the relation between molar conductivity and limiting molar conductivity. So, molar conductivity is equal to limiting molar conductivity minus B, limiting molar minus B into C to the power half, means root of the C, where lambda naught m is the molar conductivity at infinite dilution and B is constant, which depend upon the nature of solvent and temperature. Now, Kohlrausch law of independent migration of ion. Kohlrausch law states that the limiting molar conductivity of an electrolyte can be represented as the sum of individual contribution of anion and cation of electrolyte. In general, if an electrolyte on dissociation give new cation and new anion, new plus that is the cation, new minus that is the anion, then its limiting molar conductivity is given by limiting molar conductivity is equal to nu lambda 0 plus nu lambda 0 minus. Here lambda 0 plus is the ionic molar conductivity of cation and lambda 0 minus is the anionic molar conductivity of anion. Hence, limiting ionic molar conductivity of cation and limiting ionic molar conductivity of anion are the limiting molar conductivities of cation and anion respectively. Application of Kohlrausch law of independent migration of ion. So, Kohlrausch law can be implemented to find out limiting molar conductivity of particular electrolytic solution. Like here, 4 electrolytic solution: hydrochloric acid, sodium ethanoate, sodium chloride, and sodium and ethanoic acid. So if we want to find out the value of limiting molar conductivity of ethanoic acid, at that time the limiting molar conductivity of ethanoic acid will be equal to the limiting molar conductivity of sodium ethanoate plus limiting molar conductivity of hydrochloric acid minus limiting molar conductivity of sodium chloride. So, in this way, we may find out the limiting molar conductivity of particular electrolytic solution. Second is determination of degree of dissociation of weak electrolyte. As we know that degree of dissociation alpha is equal to lambda m upon lambda m at infinite dilution. So here, after obtaining the value of degree of dissociation, we may also calculate the dissociation constant, that is K. So now determination of dissociation constant of weak electrolyte. Dissociation constant K is equal to C alpha square upon 1 minus alpha. So at the place of alpha, we may write limiting molar conductivity at particular concentration upon molar conductivity at particular concentration upon limiting molar conductivity. Therefore, finally, we may find out the formula for dissociation constant of particular electrolytic solution. Next application is determination of solubility. Determination of solubility. Limiting molar conductivity, as we know that limiting molar conductivity is equal to kappa into 1000 upon molarity. So at the place of molarity, we may take solubility. So solubility is equal to kappa into 1000 upon limiting molar conductivity of electrolytic solution.